Hi everyone. Today we are back with 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And today our sketches by Michele Buchina. I'm guessing. So I'm going to spell it. It's Buchina. So I will have that in the down below also, so you can always look her up. Okay, so I have this picture of my grandson, and we were at the Fort Wayne Tin Caps game, and they're a baseball team, and they're the Tin Caps because of Johnny Appleseed with the pan on his head. So anyway, he's racing these Lego cars. There was a little girl racing. She had a pretty big car. He was making a little tiny car. He did get a little bigger one here, and he was just having a blast. And so I'm scrapbooking that today. And in our sketch, which is going to be right there, it's got, well, I'm not sure if it's matted, but I matted it really because my paper was so thin, but I really liked this paper with the hoe design. And then it's got banners, two from behind the pictures and then one down below. And then it's got kind of a diagonal embellishment thing going. Well, I'm going to do mine backwards, so that's how I keep doing this, because her sketch is really like this. But I'm going to flip it. And actually, the only banner I'm going to do is the one down here, because it's like my selection of paper to go with this, which was the one thing I really like, because it kind of almost looks kind of road-like, but it's got fun colors. And so it's like I'm only going to do with the one banner, but otherwise, I mean, you'll kind of see with that, it's like I got inspired by this sketch. So first of all, all the papers I'm using are super thin. I don't even remember where this came from. It was like this really weird size of paper, but it looks like the racing flag, so that's why I'm using it. And it's so thin, I'm thinking I need to put my tape on this paper and maybe get my ruler over here, because I think I'll only get one chance. Because you know when it's really thin paper, it's like it just grabs. Okay, and I'm going to have it really close to the top. Okay, and I think it's straight. Okay, so, okay, and then, let's see, I'm gonna have it kind of to left of center. And I have this embellishment. It's a little shaker car, and it was from one of the swaps on Love RTS. And so I'm going to use this little car because I think there's no better time than today with this cute pictures and the sketch that it'll kind of resemble it then, or help, you know, it helps my design with the sketch. Okay, so I'm gonna, oh, and this is made by Gloriana Russet. It's Rusate. And if she's watching, she knows who she is. Okay, and I'm just gonna line it up kind of between these squares, because that should at least kind of give me a direction there. Okay, and then my one picture, I'm gonna put it here right at the bottom, so it almost seems connected. Because I really started out with this sketch in mind. It just kind of, when I couldn't, you know, it's like I've actually cut out the banners, and they just, I thought, forget it, it looks horrible. I think just because I really like pattern on pattern, and they were boring. It's like, I just can't do it. So this other one, I'm going to tilt it, because in the picture, or in the sketch, it is tilted slightly. And I think I need to have it up further. Okay, so I think there. And this is also from one of our swaps on Love RTS, the Facebook group. And I'll try to remember to put that down below. And somebody had made this, and she stitched it. I just think it is so cute. And I don't remember who made it, and it's like not on here, so I have no idea. So I'm thinking it, I hate to cover up that little arrow, but I think it's just gonna have to cover up a little, because I think it just needs to be kind of overlapping there. Okay. And then up at the top, I'm gonna put tin caps. And so I'm gonna flip it around so that I can work at it. Okay. That shouldn't take me too long, because I got these straight lines here to work on. That should count for something, shouldn't it? Maybe that I can get them on here. And sometimes I don't know if it's easier to put them on sideways, or I always have it every which way. So I've got 10. So I'm getting close. Okay, tin caps. And I kept thinking that I was poking a hole in, or kind of like making a groove in the A's with my nails. But is it possible that I'm putting it in the same place every time? I don't know. Because it's like there's a dent in it. I'm gonna have to look at them all now. Okay, that A, I just cannot get it where it needs to go. Let me try left hand. Okay, I got the title put on because my husband called. So I paused you. Okay, so let's see, what else do I have for up here? I've got these Tim Holtz gears, and they come in brass and copper and silver. And since they're the tin caps, I'm going to be using the silver. And I'm wondering, these are kind of heavy. I wonder if I need super glue. I think I'll use super glue if I can get it out. And I got that super glue gel. And I'll tell you, it's hard to squeeze, but oh, a little easier today. And I'm just putting like a dot every other little bump in the gear. And I'm just gonna overlap the baseball with it, because he was not really interested in the baseball. He was interested in Legoland. Both the kids were. So then I also have a star for up here by the car, because I'm sure his was the fastest. And so I'm just gonna tuck that right up here where it says embrace the journey. It's such a cute embellishment. I think he'll really like that there's a shaker there. Okay, and then down here, this is the one banner that I am putting on here. And I actually had cut out two, and it's like, the color, it was just so boring, and it's like, oh my gosh. I just thought I liked it better before I cut all the banners for it, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, and then I've got one of these from 20 years ago, one of the little tags. See, it's got the little hole in it, but I'm going to put a circle in it because otherwise it's too white, and I'm gonna put a racing flag over it, and then it's like it was just blending in too much. So I am putting color onto that, and I'm gonna put that right down here. And then I have a little wooden car, and I'm going to put that right at the top of that circle. And these were, I think these were from a Jen Hadfield collection. This car was, but I'm gonna have another car that looks like a Jeep, and I'm not sure where that one came from. It might have came from, I bought some at Tuesday Morning, and they didn't even have any kind of name on them whatsoever. Okay, so I made this little racing flag, and so I'm gonna put that right here. And then I have a little gear that kind of looks like a steering wheel. Yeah, I'm digging it. I thought, oh, that's cute. I think I was just looking for these, and then I came across this container that I had like with the Tim Holtz stuff in it. It's like, oh, those little gears, and that one looks like a car steering wheel. I love it. So I'm putting more super glue on this, and I'm just kind of alternating where I put it. And I think I'm gonna grab this with the tweezers because I don't want to stick to it. If I can do that. And I'm gonna kind of put this so you can maybe see it real good. Okay, I think that's good. Did I ever tell you about that first time I ever used super glue, and you had to put a pin in it? It was like super glue had just come out. You had to put a pin in it to get it to open. And I was on my way to work, and I had to hang up this one thing, and it's like, well, it was my first apartment. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna hang this up before I go to work. Well, it's like the glue came out and glued my fingers together. And then I read on the bottle you needed some fingernail polish remover to take it off. Well, I didn't have any of that, so I stopped at the drugstore, and I had a stick shift car. I have Volkswagen, and I had the pin stuck between my fingers like this. And I did realize I could pull the pin out without getting my fingers unstuck. Okay, I've got a little car here too, the one that looks like a little Jeep. And this might have been in the Jen Hadfield collection too, otherwise it was those little ones from Tuesday Morning. Okay, and I'm just sticking this down at the bottom of this little racing flag pattern. And then I just stuck this other one down here. And then I've got this other gear. And I'm going to use super glue for that. So I went into the drugstore and got some fingernail polish remover. And I was like dumping it on my finger. I probably was doing this all in my car. I was dumping it on my fingers, trying to pull it apart. Ah, and I'm stuck to it. And it's like, you could not pull it apart without actually pulling skin off. So that's why I shouldn't even be talking during this. It's the super glue stage. Okay, I'm done with the super glue. Okay, and then I'm gonna call it Go Lego, and I'm gonna put that right here. so it overlaps the Lego road. And then I'll show you how I made that flag after I'm all done if you want to stay for that. It's pretty quick, because I've showed you how to make the flags before, and so I've already got it kind of partially started. But I'll show you how I put the little fold into it and stuff. It's pretty easy. But I thought it looks more like one of the ones. Okay, so I've got that on there. And then I was going to use these blue ones, but I think I'm going to use the yellow ones, or maybe I'll use some beach. Maybe I'll do, let's do a yellow, and a medium, big yellow, medium blue, and then a small yellow. And then down here we'll do the same. Just kind of give it some more color. And because, you know, it's like the whole, it's like I really need boy embellishments. Do you guys have any clues of what are some good boy embellishments? Because beyond stars, I'm so, feel like I don't have any clue. Okay, so I'm gonna put one over here because I feel like this is a big cluster here. Okay, and so this is done, and I will have close-ups at the end. Now, I've showed you how to do a flag before, and I will connect that to the bottom. And again, you just roll it around the stick. And if you got hard paper, I start it with a needle nose, but this one, the paper's super thin, so it rolled really easy. I just kind of started it around the toothpick and it rolled really easy. And then I just took the flag and kind of pulled it like this. Just kind of curve it like this. And then just push it together, and then I just put glue in there to keep it that shape. So pretty easy, and it kind of gave it that shape that you always see in the flags. So so that was it, and I will see you tomorrow with day number 16. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.